What if the man everyone called useless became the one who built the richest company in America? They laughed at a single father, handed him a failing business and expected him to destroy it. But they made one mistake. They underestimated a man who had nothing to lose and everything to fight for. What happened next exposed corruption, shocked billionaires, and changed countless lives forever. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful and inspiring stories. The boardroom overlooking Manhattan was filled with quiet laughter as Ethan Carter walked in, carrying a worn leather briefcase instead of an expensive designer bag. At 38, he looked more like a hardworking father than the powerful executive everyone expected. Ever since his wife had passed away 5 years earlier, Ethan had raised his 8-year-old daughter Lily alone while balancing a demanding career. The directors exchanged amused glances, convinced that a single dad with family responsibilities could never rescue a company that had been losing millions for years. To them, Ethan was nothing more than a convenient scapegoat. They planned to blame him when the business collapsed, allowing them to sell its valuable assets to a rival corporation for an enormous profit, confident in their scheme. They handed him the title of CEO with fake smiles and empty congratulations, believing he would fail within months. Ethan sensed the doubt the moment he entered the headquarters of Iron Gate Manufacturing in Chicago instead of reacting to the cold welcomes. He quietly accepted the challenge. While executives expected him to spend his days in luxurious meetings, Ethan chose a different path. He walked through noisy factory floors, introduced himself to machine operators, ate lunch in the employee cafeteria, and listened carefully to workers who had been ignored for years. He noticed broken equipment that had never been repaired, unnecessary spending approved by senior managers, and talented employees whose ideas had been dismissed. Every evening, after putting Lily to bed and helping her finish her homework, he reviewed financial reports until midnight. Patterns slowly began to emerge. Hidden payments, fake supplier contracts, and suspicious expenses pointed toward years of organized corruption. Ethan realized the company had never been failing because of its workers. It had been quietly drained from the inside. Without telling anyone what he had discovered, he started building a careful plan, knowing that exposing the truth too early would give the guilty executives time to erase every trace of their crimes. 3 years later, the same board members who had once laughed at Ethan Carter sat in stunned silence as financial reports appeared on the giant screen. Iron Gate Manufacturing had become one of the fastest-growing technology and industrial companies. In the United States, revenue had reached record levels. New factories were opening across the country, and the company's innovations had attracted billion-dollar contracts from both private industries and government partners. Ethan had achieved what every business expert had called impossible. Instead of cutting jobs, he invested in modern equipment, employee training, and research. Workers who had once feared losing their livelihoods were now earning bonuses, receiving promotions, and proudly watching their company become an industry leader. The executives who had secretly expected bankruptcy could barely believe that a useless, single father had built an empire stronger than the corporation that had tried to destroy it. The greatest surprise came when Ethan revealed the truth behind the company's remarkable turnaround. During a shareholders' meeting, he presented evidence of years of corruption, including fraudulent contracts, inflated invoices, and illegal kickback schemes that had nearly destroyed the business. Before he arrived, several former executives were already facing criminal investigations, while others had quietly resigned. After internal audits exposed their misconduct, the room fell completely silent as Ethan explained that real leadership was not about impressive titles or expensive offices, it was about earning trust. After the presentation, representatives from the rival corporation approached him with an offer worth billions of dollars to merge the two companies. Ethan listened politely before declining. With a calm smile, he explained that Iron Gate had been rebuilt to create opportunities for honest employees and their families, not to satisfy the greed of those who had once tried to destroy it. As applause filled the auditorium, Ethan looked toward the front row where his daughter Lily smiled with pride. In that unforgettable moment, everyone understood that the company's greatest success had not been measured in profits but in the character of the man who refused to sacrifice his values for power or wealth.